Okay, got your Webster hardness tester. First thing you want to do out of the box is check your zero. Zero is full sweep to the right. It's actually 20 on the scale, but it's read zero full sweep. So gently squeeze your handle, making sure that you're at zero. If you need to make an adjustment, use a small screwdriver and this screw right here on top. So if it comes out of the box and it's a little lower, just take your screwdriver and go clockwise to bring it up and to where you're sitting on zero. Once you've had your once you've checked your zero, check it a couple times. You don't need to squeeze it really hard. You just need to collapse the spring, the load spring in the housing. So once you've got your consistent zero, take your test strip, finding a clean place on the test strip, and gently squeeze it, just collapsing the. You don't need to squeeze any harder than it does to collapse the spring. Now here you can see that the dial is reading a little over 18 and it should be reading 16 for our test strips. To adjust it, you take the handle out, take the handle screw off, take the dial out, and you'll see a slotted screw down in the housing. To put more tension on it, you adjust it clockwise, usually about a quarter turn at a time for a B, about eighth of a turn for a B75. So give it a quarter turn, reinstall the dial, before you take your test you want to recheck your zero, make sure that it hasn't moved. There it's a little high, so I want to bring it down. You want to do this carefully because if you do it too hard, too fast, you could actually bend the hand inside the dial if you drive it up against the side of the dial. Okay, so you check your zero, go back to your test strip, and it's reading 17 now, so you need a little more tension on it. Once again, about quarter turn. Recheck your zero. Take your test strip, finding a clean spot again. And it's just reading just a little above 16, so check it again. A little above 16, so it needs a little more. Now I'm going to intentionally give it more than it actually needs, so you'll see. So you adjust it. Again, recheck your zero. See, zero is moved. So now it's reading 14. So I over adjusted, which means you just need to back off the load spring a little bit. Again, about a quarter turn. Double check your 0. Now it's a little high. Again, you don't need to put a whole lot of pressure on it, just enough to collapse the spring. Same thing when you do a test. You don't need to add power to it. It's at 15, so it needs to come up another point. Check the 0. 0 is good. Take a test. 16. Double check it. 16. Now, when you take a test on any other material, you want to, this is a 1/4 inch capacity. So set your material in. Just press down till it collapses the spring. Again, you don't need to add any force to it. This is reading 17. So to check what the Rockwell scale of that is, you take your conversion chart, and it reads 17 using your test strips. Good way to do this. So it intersects at this point, which means it's reading about 98. 97, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, it's about 97 on a scale. So that is for Rockwell E scale to Webster B scale. If you need any other scaling, then you just find out what the E scale is and convert it from there. And that's how you test it.